This is an apology to my wife. When I was in my early 30s and hitting bottom and depressed, I think that largely I was depressed because I thought that I knew how the world should be, and the world wasn't interested in that. I thought that the world should not be drinking and smoking and doing drugs and misbehaving and I learned that that was just my issue. Those were just my issues. That was not the world's issues, those were my issues. And so when you're hitting bottom, you really have to accept that you don't have it all figured out. And so I realized that my problems were my problems and not the world's problems. I was unhappy. The world was not unhappy. I was unhappy. And so I needed to merge with the world in some way. So I asked God to send me my opposite but equal, someone who is able to pull me out of my comfort zone. And to be out of your comfort zone means discomfort, okay? Someone who could pull me out of my comfort zone, but not so far out of my comfort zone that it would break. So not like someone who is, I don't know, gang affiliated or on death row or, I don't know, really tangled up in drugs. Not the extreme stuff, but even the subtle stuff. I needed little baby steps. And so he sent me Catherine. And I was so inspired by her freedom and her go get it and go enjoy life, and it doesn't matter what people think about you. And I was really hoping to ride her coattails, and I think that I did for a little while, but she pulled me so far out of my comfort zone so quickly that I started to dig my heels in and resist that growth. Because what she was doing was growing me, opening me up to a bigger world. And it was so uncomfortable, so fast, that I just started to resist, and I forgot that I had asked for this. This was what I wanted. And I think, how many times have we been in relationships, we've been attracted to someone who does something so thrilling and exciting, maybe a motocross racer or a musician or an exotic dancer or whatever it is, and you start this relationship and you say, okay, now let's go get you a job at the drugstore where it can be very calm and simple and not threatening, and I'm attracted to you for this exciting thing, but let's bring it down to something manageable so I don't have to worry about you or whatever it is. And we try to clip the wings of this thing that was so beautiful. And I have really resisted that growth. I've worked a very hard job at a factory for years with little sleep. And there are times where it feels like I'm barely above water. And I need so much help shoveling all this water out of the boat, you know. And here my wife is, she wants more things. She wants more responsibility. She wants another dog or a different animal, or she wants another child, or she wants to leave our low mortgage house for a higher mortgage house because she needs the space, or the kids need the space, or whatever it is, and it's all legitimate stuff. But I am just so overwhelmed by the burden of having to provide that I am just a resisting force. And usually I'm the argument loser in the family. And it's a very good thing, because I'm so constantly shown that I can leave the apartment life and buy a house, and it's okay to have a mortgage. It's scary to have a mortgage, but it's okay to have a mortgage. And it's scary to have all these animals and more kids than you can handle, but it's okay. It is okay. There are people with a lot less than you have who have more stuff going on, and they're okay with it. Why can't you be okay with it, right? Why can't I be okay with it? And I have tried to make her change and say, the shopping cart is full. You cannot fit anything else into this. And then she gets one more chicken for the yard, and it's okay. And every time, I can't help but acknowledge that it's okay. My life has not come crashing down from any of these things that have felt so overwhelming. I don't have to change my wife and who she is to be happy. I don't have to control my house to be happy. I don't have to keep my kids quiet to be happy. Everything can be loud and overwhelming, and it can be a mess, and that's okay. So this is for my wife. I want to say thank you. You were sent by God to me. I asked for you. I'm sorry for all the resistance I have created. Trying to slow down your momentum and also slowing my own growth in the process. Thank you for this school of learning and love and forgiving me for being such a stick in the mud. But you married a stick in the mud, don't forget that. Thank you, that's it.